Hey guys, Carco here. I wanted to make a reaction video to the awesome trailer that the devs released and also give you a little bit of insight into it. I've been waiting for this to come out for a little bit here. I was pretty excited about it when it was coming down the pipe. I got all ready for it. I knew about the exact time that it was going to premiere because I've been counting down the days for it. And so I went and got ready and I watched the trailer in our rec room at my office, which is kind of basically like a theater room. We have like really nice chairs and a projector and stuff like that. And I knew about when it was going to show, so I went down there and kind of got set up for it, and it was definitely the right place to watch it. I was not disappointed. So I'm going to just run through the trailer and talk a little bit about kind of what's going on in it and some of the neat things.
Peggy 12.
Okay, first off, I love that they started out in a dark cave to begin with, showing off kind of the different range of what's possible here. They also have these little spitter monsters over there that I absolutely love. That's really cool, but the most interesting thing I think in this shot is not actually even the portal. Let's go a little further. Pretty portal, right? Wrong. Look in the background. Notice these gleam spikes? These are decorative elements that have been added into the world. These would be the equivalent of discrete decorations, and they look absolutely amazing inside of a cave. This is one of the things that my eyes were drawn to right off the bat when I saw this. Going back to the portal, I actually think the base of this looks really snazzy. It shows off the ability we have with chiseled blocks to new people right off the bat, and the rift animation is absolutely fantastic. It really does look like a tear in space. I enjoy that they panned around so you see the gateway shows different things on different sides. It's not like Quake where it's the same thing on either side. And then as you pass through, we get to see the lovely plants that Claudio cooked up. And then furthermore, for those of you who might be newer, this is actually one of the worlds, of course, that's actually in-game right now. If you were to travel to it, it was called Fuchs back in the old days. It's now currently labeled EISA, E-I-S-A, and I'm pretty sure they went out into kind of a remote part of it to film this shot. But this is one of the earliest and one of my favorite worlds in the game. What's really great about this, somebody in the comment section of YouTube pointed out that this guy totally greets you and you just totally blow him off, and they're like hashtag rude. And that's a pretty good little observation I missed. I was having too much fun watching the care. But you know, that's normal for a first-person game. Are moving through, showing weather effects. That's pretty snazzy. Now as we hit the second gateway, this right here is fantastic. I did not even know this was in-game. It shows you that I've been away for a little too long and not paying close enough attention to the forums. This is a build by Noodles. It is in the game right now. I thought this was something when I first saw it that the devs had cooked up just for the trailer. But no, it's really real. I traveled to it and went exploring it recently, and it's absolutely fantastic. I think it's one of Noodle's best works yet. So it's really, really quite impressive, and backdrop couldn't be any better with the mountain back there behind it. It really shows off kind of the spirit of group building. Okay, we definitely have to stop right here. Yes. This is one of the things I absolutely loved about the trailer the most the first time I ran through it, because I immediately recognized this build. This was a community build that was built, once again, by players in the community as a group. I think originally, if I'm not mistaken, Havoc 40K kind of led the charge. to getting this ball rolling, but then several major builders jumped in on the wagon and worked together as a team. This world is called Leeb, spelled L-E-E-B, or I'm sorry, L-L-E-B. And you can go there in game right now and see this fantastic build. This is actually at the spawn, so if you do teleport to capital, you can go explore this, and it really does look amazing. So I was really excited. I just love that the focus of the trailer was content that was actually produced by players of the game. And that was amazing enough to show off, because if you look, I don't know if you guys watched the other video, this is what it looked like where they showed the video at. This is like 5 screens connected together. There's like 300 people in this room where they're showing off the video of things that players actually produced instead of just the developers and some polished visuals. Like, this is stuff that they're showing in front of all these people, and they're staring at things that we actually did, which is absolutely incredible. Then going back to here, we keep going. Let me see. I think it's right down. Nope, not yet. Okay, one more gateway. Didn't catch this the first time. I actually totally didn't even register with me. Why? Colors. The world has clearly been rethemed, and for pretty good reason too. They're trying to show off the different themes and coloring that are possible with the engine. And my original theme was a bit on the bland side, but you know, I really like green grass for a reason. And they also showed off snow in this shot, which really threw me off. But then all of a sudden, when I was trolling around on the website, and I discovered this still visual. And all of a sudden I pulled this up and I was going through and I went, gee whiz, that looks kind of familiar. Yeah, that's my world! Yeah! So I immediately realized this is a modification to the Keyford config file, and I was absolutely elated when I realized that. I was already high off the trailer to begin with, but when I realized that something I had produced actually made it into the trailer, I practically went crazy. It's probably one of the most amazing experiences in my entire life, and of course I was shouting and telling everybody I know, I'm like, watch this video at 1 minute and 13 seconds, that's something I did! And that's a really, really neat feeling to know that you contributed or influenced something that was shown off at a demo in front of all these people. And so I'm still, to this day, buzzing about that. I was just telling some other people at a club meeting tonight about it. I was like, watch this trailer! Watch this trailer! So, absolutely loved that part of it. Oh, and thank you so much for putting this in there. I truly, truly appreciative of it. Now, by the time I saw the flashing down here at the very end of the hallway, I already knew it was coming. Now, I didn't know exactly what it would look like, but I knew what was going to be down there. And this is really perfect lead-in. I mean, you get your team, you roll in together as a group, and I had kind of predicted on the forums that they had been working on more, and especially once I started digging into the latest updates to the editor, I realized that this was pretty much there. But let's just stop and take a minute to enjoy how totally awesome this is. This is obviously, for some of the newer players, this is the Titan. The Titan is designed to be kind of like the capstone project of a world. And this is so much better than a big-ass monster roaming around the world. Originally, I know some people were kind of wishy-washy about their feelings. There's no doubt in my mind this is a much better direction to go in. James said this would take days to finish. So right here in and of itself, instead of a 4 or 5 minute boss fight like you would have had in EQ where you kill a dragon, now you've got the equivalent of essentially a dungeon piece of content, or like a raid in a traditional MMO, where it's taking a group an extended period of time to successfully complete all the objectives. That's fantastic. That's way better than, hey, look, there's a big monster, let's go kick him. Oh, great, we got the goodies, now let's move on. I mean, that's much deeper and offers a lot more possibilities in gameplay where we can have much more interesting experiences than just go beat up the big monster. So I am all about this version of the game. Not to mention that the loot drop by this allows you to craft airships, which makes the game even better. So stop and think about it for a second, okay? Big monster, or we use grappling hooks to pull ourselves up to a giant platform that we begin working through like a puzzle or a dungeon that's alive, trying to kill us, full of monsters, that ultimately we fight some big monster in the end, successfully finish this thing off, and we get a component that allows us to craft airships out of it. Nobody else has anything like this. No one's even tried anything like this, and this is fantastic. I love it. And the fact that this is at the end of the trailer, you can watch it on everybody's face when they see this. I've showed this video to numerous people now. They all have the same reaction when this is shown. They love it. So. Great job, guys. That was an amazing trailer. You did a fantastic job. I'm so excited to see what comes next.